Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire is a movie I had liked a whole lot. Sure, it's not perfect, but when it was all said and done, it's very entertaining to say the least. Going into this one, my expectations were low simply because when it comes to MonsterVerse movies, the stories haven't always been the greatest. In fact, the plot in this one is definitely paper thin. The human characters could have been written a little bit better, but overall, I think this film did a good job of not only with the action scenes, but expanding the backstory of Hollow Earth as well. Basically, though, this is just a pretty fun Monster Fest action film where monsters are punching each other and the human characters are there for some reason. It's outrageous, it's over the top, but in a good way. And when it comes to the pacing, I thought it did a decent job at least, even though there were some character arcs that felt underdeveloped. But at least this one wasn't a dumpster fire in my opinion. The music is enjoyable, the acting is decent, and when it comes down to it, while this film has some issues that kept it from being a great movie, in my opinion, overall, this is such an entertaining film that definitely it is far from a bore fest. Now, for people that are fans of Godzilla going into this, he's not in the movie all that much. This is more of a Kong film than it is a Godzilla movie. You know what, that's alright because Mines 1 came out a few months ago. So it's a win-win situation when you really look at it because Kong's backstory, well, him going to Hollow Earth, interacting with the apes, yeah, it's interesting, no spoilers, but this is quite a film that had some surprising moments. One of my favorite characters was Soku. I thought that him being smaller than Kong, he definitely had some great moments. And certainly near the end when Godzilla and King Kong are teaming up, this movie goes over the top action. I mean, it's great. Now, when it comes to the human characters, well, I kind of felt like they was alright, but really what drew me in was the acting from Brian Tyree Henry and Dan Stevens. I really care about those two characters because they were very funny, and it kept me from being bored. Like, nothing against Gia or even her mom, Dr. Andrews, but I was like saying, why are they here again? What role do they have to play in the grand scheme of this entire story? And, you know, it's like the studio's like saying, hey, let's bring in some more humans. It kind of like took away a little bit from the Kong and Godzilla story. And I get that you really can't make a all-monster film in today's age because it wouldn't work. You gotta have, you know, those human characters in there. But at least it wasn't terrible or anything. Now, I enjoyed the fights, I enjoyed the cinematography, the visual shots look beautiful, even the CGI was great. This feels like a movie with its 1980s vibes. That's what I was getting from it. Overall, will I watch this one again? Probably so because I didn't hate it. I don't love it like Minus One, but at least it's an entertaining time. And certainly, if you think about checking this one out, then definitely because it is certainly worth the effort. I'll give this film a 7 out of 10. Yeah, this one is decent. It ain't really anything special here, but at least it is just mindless entertainment. And that's all we can really ask for movies like this. They don't need to have Oscar quality writing, acting, or even stories for that matter, as long as it's entertaining enough for the audience to just sit back and have a fun time. I do wonder what the next installment is going to look like because while this cinematic universe isn't perfect, it's not an outright disaster either. And that is my review of Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. Alright, leave your comments down below in the section and let me know what you think about this movie if you have seen it. Okay, this is Slim Guy 172 saying peace out.